What's going on, guys? It's your boy Blade, also known as Zeros, and today's video is going to be a little bit of a more serious topic. Nicotine addiction. It's something that millions of teens struggle with, and me, myself included, I do struggle with nicotine addiction. I'm going to get straight into this video about why you shouldn't start vaping and the things that I've experienced with vaping and all sorts of that thing. So, common sense, just right off the bat, you shouldn't start vaping because, first of all, you don't know what it does to your body. It's still new. They don't know everything that's in vapes and all that, the chemicals and whatnot. And it's just common sense to just not do it. It's not good for your body. Even if we did know everything that's in vaping, it's just still not good for your body. It's like anything else, drinking, smoking cigarettes, vaping, doing hardcore drugs. Like, it's just all not good for you. And I'm nowhere near gonna compare vaping to like heroin, because obviously there's a big difference, but they're all drugs and things that are just not good for you. But yeah, so that's just the first thing. Just it's just not good for your body. We don't know everything, or they don't know everything that's in vapes and what it can do to you. So I'm gonna get into some things that you may experience with vaping if you're already vaping, and if you're not vaping, you can hear this. And if you still want to try vaping after this, I mean, I can't stop you, but I'm just trying to let y'all know, don't do it, but I can't stop you. So starting off, back pain. This is so weird, but trust me, I've talked to other people who vape, I've watched videos, and this is a real thing. Like, you will get a slight back pain in the bottom, lower part of your back. You will get a back pain either shortly after hitting a vape or anywhere after that while hitting it, anything like that. And you may not experience it at first. I started to experience it around a few months ago, and I've been vaping for 2.5 years, and I just started to experience it about a few months ago, but trust me, it sucks. And I just want to say this right now. Vaping may not affect you in the first year. You'll be completely fine, and that's what happened to me. I vaped for around 1.5 years, and I was completely fine. I was still in sports. I could still play basketball perfectly fine. I could run up and down the court, had energy, I could breathe. Everything was perfect. Last year, I started to realize that, I can't run as much. I don't have as much breath. And if y'all did not know, I'm a rapper, and I am very good at rapping fast. Like, I'm very good at doing like the fast raps and songs. Like, for example, Eminem with Godzilla, Rap God, Concept, like anything like that I can do. I've realized recently that I can't keep my breath to do those fast parts anymore. Like, it's very hard for me to get the breath to do that. So obviously, me rapping since I was 7 and being able to do those fast parts for my whole life, now it's starting to affect me where I can't do that. And rapping fast and all that is something I love to do. With basketball, and I'm gonna get into that actually right now. I quit basketball. And there's a few reasons why I quit basketball. I'm not saying I quit basketball just because of vaping, but it did tie into the final decision of why I quit. I quit basketball because I want to focus on other things in my life, like social media and all this jazz that comes with it. But vaping was a big factor in why I quit basketball. I started to notice in practice that it was hard. Especially with COVID, we had to wear masks while doing sprints and while doing drills and all that. And that was one thing that sucked, wearing masks. It sucked. And say what you want about masks, but wearing masks while doing physical sports and activities like that, such as running and all that, it's horrible. But I did start to realize that in practice and even playing basketball outside with my friends, it was just really hard to run and keep up and all that stuff. I'm a bigger guy anyway, so I'm not fast at all. But you could definitely tell that something was up. So with me vaping for 2.5 years, everybody knows I vape. everybody, I mean, teachers know I vape. All my friends, everyone knows I vape. And I've had a lot of kids tell me, oh my God, it's so bad for you and this and that and this and that. And I never listened because I'm like, yo, I've been doing this for so long and I'm fine. This was prior to when I started to realize all these effects, right? I was like, no, like I'm fine. You know, I love to do it. It's cool. Like, you know, how is this gonna hurt me? Right? Yeah. Year later, I'm starting to see what they mean. But what I have noticed is a lot of the kids that told me that, oh my God, it's so bad for you, are the kids that are now addicted and are doing it more than me. And I should have my friend here with me with this video, which he is addicted to. But I'm crazy, man. Like, I could take 1,000 hits in 2 hours. Like, I don't think I have before, but I'm saying it's just a range of, to give you a little insight of how much I do vape. And yeah, it sucks. I originally hit my first vape in my school bathroom around 2.5 years ago when I initially started. It was just when vapes were starting to get really popular, and not a lot of kids did it, but there was your specific handful who did have vapes. Hit my first vape in the bathroom, and then I would hit it here and there, here and there, here and there. I was fine. I didn't really consider it at all. And then I got my hands on my own vape. And with me being underage, obviously I had to do some this and that. You know, you could probably understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I got my hands on my first vape, and it was pretty much over from there. I started to vape every day. It became a routine. And what I mean by that is, I'll let you know. If you vape, and you've been vaping for a while, you know the first thing you do when you wake up is hit your vape. I'm going to say this. There's nothing better, and just don't take this the wrong way, because this video is about why you shouldn't vape. But nothing feels better than a morning buzz. Vaping does give you a nicotine high, and if y'all want me to make a separate video on that, because I can make a whole video discussing the difference between a high off of like marijuana or anything like that and a nicotine high. Anyway, going back into it. It's a buzz, and it does feel good. But yeah, it's I know if you vape out there, the first thing you do is hit your vape in the morning, right? I take my vapes in the shower. I take my vapes on road trips. I take my vape to go play basketball even sometimes. I take my vape, I take my vape when I go pee, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, that's how bad it is. So for the specific few who haven't vaped before and are thinking about doing it, or you're smart enough and you're not like the rest of us who are stupid and started to try it. And okay, I kind of want to rephrase that, because there's a lot of people who make money off of vaping. And I don't think there's a really way around not to get addicted, because you can say, oh, well, my vape has 0% nic in the juice. Like if you buy like a My Pod and Novo, all those who take juice and all that, right? Well, I have 0% nic. Listen, dog. Even though it says 0% nicotine, there is some nic still in it. It may not be a lot, but there is nic in it. So you can't just say, well, I'm fine because my juice has 0% nic. There's still nic in it. And I don't really want to go into that too much because I really don't have my facts on that. So I don't want to like mess up a lot on that. So I'm just not going to go into all that, but I do know 0% nic does still have nicotine in it. Moving on, like I said, for the kids who haven't vaped, please don't do it. It's not cool. No one's gonna think you're cool, and there's gonna be kids who, I've had kids, because I'm very good at vape tricks. I can do goes, French and Hills, Bane, O's. I can do a lot of those cool tricks with vaping, and I've had a lot of kids be like, oh my God, I want to vape. I want to learn how to do that. I want to do that. And if you already vape, you know, last video cut out, but I kind of forgot what I was saying, but I'm just gonna go back into why you shouldn't, okay? If you're thinking about vaping, obviously the number one thing, don't do it because common sense. It's bad for your body, right? And listen, I don't know how this is gonna sound, but I don't believe in peer pressure, right? I know a lot of people do, and a lot of times it does happen, but personally I don't believe in peer pressure, because I think no matter what the situation is, you always have a choice. It may not be ideal, you know, if you have a gun to your head and they're like, hit this vape, right? You're probably gonna hit the vape so you don't die. But guess what? It was still a decision, right? It was still your choice to do that. Probably a bad analogy, but I mean, or a bad hypothetical situation, but you know what I mean. No matter what the situation is, in the end, it's still your choice. But yeah, you're gonna have a lot of rubble, and especially if you're in sports. That's one thing I can't stress enough. I wish I never started to vape, because I wasn't the best basketball player, but I did love the sport. So especially if you're big into sports, if you're really good at sports, if you're really bad at sports, it doesn't matter if you're good or bad. If you just have a love for a sport, please do not vaping, because it will definitely ruin and hurt your chances. Going back into the things that will happen, you may experience back pain. I'm not saying everyone will, but a lot of people that I have talked to and a lot of videos that I have seen have experienced it. Shortness of breath, you know, you won't be able to really exercise. And one thing I have got into, and if you watch a video from 2 years ago, my face reveal, you'll see there's a big difference in me then and me now. I'm not as fat. I still consider myself fat, but I've slimmed up a lot. One thing I have gotten into recently is fitness and all that. And oh my God, I haven't worked out in a month or two because of vaping. I mean, it ruins, it hurts your ability to work out, especially cardio. And I don't know if anybody else has experienced this. I haven't seen anybody talk about this, so I'm going to. I've noticed since I've been vaping a lot for the past 2.5 years, whenever I work out, I will get this tingly, like cold sweat type tingle all down my body. I'll start to turn red, and I'll have like really bad tingly, itchy type feeling all around my body, and it's the most annoying, uncomfortable thing, and it prevents me from working out. So I want to make a video after I have officially quit. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna talk more about that in the video, because I don't want to talk about quitting vaping when me myself hasn't quit vaping, you know what I mean? So I do want to come out with another video once I have quit. It may be a year from now, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, you know, I don't know. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope this video has been helpful, and I know this video was all over the place. Sorry for not uploading, and I think I want to move away from gaming content, and I want to start to give y'all my personal life and give y'all advice and tips and all that. Anyway, it's been your boy Blade. I'll see y'all guys next video.